sometimes around today, Pi network got to about $0.67, about 67 cents. It had later bounced back, I say, or dropped down to about $0.65, about 65 cents. But the market cap had increased to about 4.5 billion. And then the volume of trading had also increased massively by 116% to 157 million trade volume in 24 hours. All of these, I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, was as a result of something strange that happened about a few days ago. And I didn't report it because I was trying to see what's up with this. A lot of people have reported that this is not from Pi, but at the end of it all, we now saw that it was from Pi. It is one of these crypto terminologies that is called the buyback. And what this buyback means is a crypto platform who has issues largely with what their pricing are, just like Pi is having, can buy back their coin from the hands of the exchanges. So in this case, what we saw was that Pi bought back about 46 million coins of Pi coins from OKS, and they deposited it into a different wallet, and it's like they kept it there. You know, if the coins are not being sold, there will be price increment. Every time coins are being sold and being dumped into the market, the prices will go down. And if you remember that we are still mining Pi, mining heavily, and that there is a second round, I call second round of migration, meaning a lot of people are going to have access to more coins into the market, and then an average person will also sell, which will also cause the price to dampen down. But in a way to bridge that, hence Pi took this decision. But you see, the way I'm reporting it now, because there's more information about it, about a day or 2 days ago, most people were not certain that it was Pi. It sounded like a rumor. But here we go from Dr. Altcoin. Question asked, who owns this sub wallet? Now, this was the sub wallet that the credit of the Pi went to, and then it said the answer short, the Pi core team. And then it says, for more details, read below. And this is about 17 hours ago. It took a while before we could get all this information, but here we go. The Pi core team owns around 20,000 wallets. Pi core team alone owns about 20,000 wallets. And Pi Foundation 2 is one of the known wallets created by the Pi core team. Hence, this sub-wallet that received this about 46 million of Pi token was created 2 months ago by the Pi Foundation 2 account, and only started accumulating Pi coins from the CEX, mainly from OKS, right after the unlocking of Pi started flooding the CEX market. And this is the evidence. Let's click on that to see very clearly. You can see here this same account overview. Available wallet is 48 million Pi, and this is a balance of about $31 million 5 hours ago. And then if we go to the next one, you see it here. Pi Foundation 2 created this account, and then they started with this balance of 1 Pi, and that's about 2 months ago. So this is proof that Pi is doing this enormous job of making sure the price of Pi does not tank or probably go down, which is incredible. I didn't see this coming at all, but Pi had done well, and this has increased the energy that we're going to have towards this, because now if something is sustainable, it's going to be good. And even for me, I have started seeing profits on my Pi accumulations, because I bought some at $0.4, I bought some at 0.6, and now that they are gone to 0.67, 0.65, I bought at 0.62. So now I am in a green on my Pi wallet accusation. So I'm a little bit happy, you know. It's just money first, money first. All those days you see me getting angry about Pi is because I'm investing. The one I'm mining is okay. I've mined about 900 in close to 2 months, which is incredible. Thank you very much. But you know what I'm saying in essence is I've also invested about $1,200, which now is in green. Before, when it was in red, my eye they red. That's why you see me shouting about what Pi should do well. No thanks to a lot of people who say you're angry or you just started. I just started, but they already took my money. So now we are in green, ladies and gentlemen. So let Pi be doing well. Call team, well done. Now I have to say well done. If you are in my shoes, shout hallelujah. It's not my fault. I can't be losing money and you tell me I should be praising one Pi core team. No, that's going to be very difficult. But now At least for this sole effort they have put in play, we know that the flooding of the migration that is coming into the CX will not really affect. And even if people see that upward turn, at least people are going to have a little energy, probably hold on to when it gets to $1. That's a good sign, and that is what I'm happy about in this video. And you see, I'm not the only one sharing this happiness. Terra News is also sharing it. It says Pi is getting ready for a bullish rise. The first target is $1. The target of the Pi community is absolute $10. If Pi gets to $10, forget it. I'm going straight to my Tama to buy a land, because that means my $1,200 will get to $12,000. In Nigerian money, that's about 18-19 million. Okay, that cannot buy much in my Tama. At least I'll be able to buy another one in Lugbe, in Abuja. Anyway, that's just that. This is what we have been clamoring for. This is what we've been saying. We don't need the PICO team to speak to us if their actions can be louder than their voice. But if you have no action, you have no words, you have no voice, then they just kept us in the dark, which is what they've been doing all this while. But at least they are back up now. And here you see the Pi Foundation 2 sub-wallet continues to buy Pi from CEX in order to offset the unlocked Pi flooding the exchanges. The subway only recently began accumulating Pi and currently holds around 48.5 million coins. It's a smart alternative to burning coins, but it's only a short-term strategy. The million-dollar question is, can the PICO team afford to keep buying Pi from CEX to stabilize the price, or are there better long-term plans in place? We find out in the coming months. Of course, one of the long-term plan that could have happened is that you list on another exchange that can galvanize people to having happiness to buy, because the success of every crypto coin is always in the virality it gets and in the acceptability of people to continue to think it's an investment. A coin will not go up unless there is purchases. You can see with what PICO team is doing, they purchased the coin and kept it in a different wallet so that the price will not tank. But in this case, assuming that the old 48 point something million was bought by individuals in their houses, 10 people buy from Cameroon, 35 people buy from Nigeria, 20 people from US. If they buy like that to this volume, what do you think will happen to the price? It will fry up. But just like Dr. Otcoin says, if it is only by these short-term propositions, yes, it's still good for the short term, but on the long term, I'm sure they will implement. If somebody has sense to implement on short, then they will also implement on long. And you see here, Oni Ombu says, I'm waiting to sell the trash and move on with my life. The PICO team don't have respect for its community, and a project that does that doesn't deserve my time. Anyway, that's a harsh one, I must say. With the new thing coming up here and there, I don't think that you should be this angry, especially this is business. The PICO team doesn't want to just dole out everything as well and lose their controls and just become poor. In as much as you want to make money from these, the owners of this platform that had worked tirelessly for 6 years, they also want to make money from it. So let's just be calming down. And here Juliet Sumto says, I want to buy Pi, but I don't know how to go about it. Please. It's very simple. Just go to the app bitget.com and then search for Pi coin there, and then you can buy. Of course, you have to fund your account with some USDTs here and there, and then you convert, and that's it. Very simple. And I love this because this is what I've been clamoring for. Clar44dev says, I don't understand why it's hard for people to see that Pi is a long-time project. The reason is we are broke and we need some money. When I bought Pi, I was like, okay, even if it goes down in about a month, it should go back up. So I'll sell a little, wait for it to come down, because I know it's like wave. It must go up and down, But then I now bought as much, and then all of a sudden it's going down, down, down. I bought again, and then it went down, down, down. Then I bought again, and then you're telling me it's long time. No, I don't have money to keep somewhere for a long time. That's part of the anger that we have. But in truth, Clav, it's long term. It says, is it the initial hype, the desperate need for quick money, or those Telegram airdrops to blame? Baba me, all of them. All of the above, if there is option D. Because the Telegram airdrop dealt with us. It's so sad. I still have 2 or 3 that I have mined for months, and I'm still going to see it through. But I don't even have a reason to go through the airdrop again. I was ineligible for pause. Even if I had pause, I would have gotten like 17 cents. after like 6 months of work and like 30,000 naira spent. Bullshit. So you see what I'm talking about? So Telegram airdrop is to be blamed. Quick money. I don't think I need quick money, but I want return on investment that is fast, aka quick money. So that's also there. And then the initial hype. Of course, every successful coin needs that hype, and Pi has abundance of it. So all of the above, Klar, is what happens here. He says, anyways, I hope people understand your sincere opinions and stay patient. Oh, okay. Kudos to the awesome work. Thank you. That's also incredible. Some people think I hate Pi or that I'm emotional about it. I'm not really emotional. If I'm losing my money, I merit to be emotional, but it's a long-term project. Let's just put it that way. So if you want to invest in Pi, make sure you're investing the money that you don't need. It will pay off. I'm telling you, because just imagine I wake up one day, even if it's 1 year, and then my 1,200 goes to $12,000. And I didn't do anything, provided it's not going to go down and you lose all your money. If every fund you put into it goes away, then you have lost. But provided your fund is still remaining and then it galvanizes back, then you are good. It doesn't matter if you put 1,000 and it goes to 400 before it now goes back to 12,000. That's a lot of money. Pi will do well. Let's just be patient with them. And of course, I'll bring you every single details that pop out every single day.